guys, it's Pamela Sanders, your blood mortgage banker, and my special guest here,
Brad Harper with Brad Harper Loves Indy, and we have our real special guest.
real special,
Rob DeLavy with Oasis Outdoor Living.
Yeah, hey, thanks for joining us, Rob. Wanted to kick off, as you guys know, we always love to try to bring in guests that we feel have a lot to offer our viewers. And Rob is a hardscape, landscape, outdoor living space designer and contractor. Why don't you tell us a little bit about your business?
We're a design build firm, and really we're consultants at heart. We're not a sales organization. We're experts who've been doing this a long time, and with outdoor living and what people want to do in their backyard, they come to us, and for whatever reason, whether it's entertainment or wanting to bring the inside out, and we go out and help them find solutions that will get them where they need to be in the backyard at an affordable level. So it's really a design, build, maintain firm.
Okay. Okay. So what are some of the everybody has their certain niches. What would you say is a good niche for you guys?
A good niche for us, really it is in that outdoor living sector. We're not a traditional mowing company.
Right.
I've got 2 landscape architects on staff. We do a lot of new home construction. So really it's everything from the exterior walls out, making it something that's going to add value to the home, beautify the home, that's going to be functional for families, provide them a space to hang outside. So that's really our wheelhouse, is in literally living outdoors. So we are Oasis Outdoor Living, so it's really kind of creating an outdoor living environment that is your oasis, which was kind of the focus behind the name of the company.
Sure, and as you kind of get ready for spring and summer and fall, we are a largely 3-season area here in Indiana. So what are I'm a huge fire pit guy, right? I love nothing more than to just sit around a fire pit and watch the fire. What are some of the most popular items that you guys are doing today?
Well, right now it's primarily shade. In the summertime, people want to be outside. So traditional pergolas don't really provide shade.
Sure.
So we're doing a lot with retractable screens on the side, more solid roof structures, planting more mature trees, because typically what you find is in our area, there's a lot of houses that are southwest and west facing.
Sure.
And most people hang out in the evening when they get home from work, and in June at 5 o'clock,
it's still warm.
Yeah, you'll roast like a hot dog on a grill outside. So really, it's trying to find ways,
especially if you're redheaded like me.
There you go. It really shade is hot.
Right.
Shade is hot right now.
Yeah.
So
cool.
yeah.
Well, I will say this whole thing was I got a guy, and Rob actually did my outdoor whole fire pit area, which it ended up turning out to be absolutely amazing. So when you talk about that area to go outside to, wow, you guys do some pretty amazing work.
Yeah. Our kind of functional philosophy is, there are a lot of guys out there will just go out and kind of design a space, and then they'll find out how to use it. And our conversation with folks really talks about initially, how are you going to use the space? How many people are you entertaining? Do you need a grill area? Do you need a soft seating area? Do the guys need a place to smoke cigars? Do the girls need a place for wine? Do you have kids? We determine those functional areas, and then we design around that to maximize usable square footage.
So you don't just tell them, you don't just listen to what they say and build whatever you want?
Sometimes people want you to do that. I'm like, all right, if you want to just put a square there, I guess I'll do that. But
I used to go to a barber like that. I tell him how I wanted my hair cut, and he cut it however he wanted.
Yeah. Bowl number 4. Bowl number 4.
So,
right. Yeah.
That's cool. Hey, one of the things, I have not used your services yet, but Pamela speaks very highly of you, and so that was one of the reasons we wanted to have you on here.
I'll pay you later.
as I started to learn a little bit more about your story, one thing I think that fits well with Pamela and I is your heart to give back. Mm-hmm. That's a big thing for us. You know, it's our kind of our why behind the what. Mm-hmm. And you know, you've got a couple of things that you really love to promote. I know one of them is Twisted Pink. Why don't you talk a little bit about that?
You know, it's been 2014. I got involved originally with Susan G. Komen and was in their Pink Tie Guy program, which leads up to their Pink Tie Ball in September. And that in 2015, I became the 2015 Susan G. Komen Pink Tie Guy, which was
awesome.
I think which it's just involved around individual fundraising. I think that year I raised $26,000 just from communicating, outreach with friends. Throughout that, it just resonated for me. I mean, it seems like I'm not ancient, but the older I've gotten, the more focused I am about my legacy,
sure.
Right? And what I want my kids to think about their dad one day when I'm gone. And I love what I do in business, but I'm not a salesperson. I'm going to come out and be objective, and if you want to buy from me, you can. If you don't, you don't. I mean, I know who I am as a man, and I know that I'm a good guy, and I know I'm one of the best out there. And my life in that same thing in fundraising, it carries over. I know that I'm a caring guy, and I know I can do a lot for folks that are battling metastatic breast cancer of any level. But yeah, it's very important to me. More so recently with Twisted Pink. Twisted Pink is based out of Louisville, Kentucky, and they are simply focused on stage 4 metastatic breast cancer research. 100% of the funds that are raised through Twisted Pink go directly to research of how to really extend and improve the lives of folks with metastatic breast cancer. Stage 4 metastatic breast cancer is when breast cancer is spread to another part of the body, and unfortunately 98% of metastatic breast cancer patients don't make it. So it goes towards research for that. It goes towards extending the life of those. And I have a really, really close friend of mine, Jennifer Alderman, who has stage 4 metastatic breast cancer, 3 young kids. Her husband's my best friend, and it's hard to talk about that. Another good friend of mine, Molly Smith, is a breast cancer survivor, had a double mastectomy, and she's just been, a strength. So 2 people close to me have made this very a passion for me.
So we'll be sure to drop in to the comment sections, some links on where people can go to learn more about Twisted Pink.
Really appreciate that.
And how that, how they can get involved with that if they'd like, or or if they'd just like to donate or something like that. But you're actually sort of a tie onto that. You're going to be going. You're on the cover of Haven magazine this month.
Yeah,
which is
they were hurting for a cover.
I've always said, this Facebook Live stuff. I've got a face for radio. So, luckily, Pamela brings it up, and we've had some other guests on here. I said I look like Shrek between these girls. Like this is bad. But you're the Haven cover model.
Yeah,
you said model. So we'll go with that.
Sexy, and I know it.
But that's the Builders Association of Greater Indianapolis's magazine. It's a great magazine, actually. If you guys want copies of it, please let me know. I'm a baggy member myself, and so I can get you as many copies as you want. So if you want some, but you're also, since you're the cover model, it's funny to say. You guys are going to be having a cover party, correct?
Yes, we're having a cover party on April 10th. At the Arthur Ruttenberg Model Home in Chatham Hills.
Which is amazing, by the way.
One of my dearest and closest business partners are Chris Carnell and Scott Bates, who owns Christopher Scott Homes, one of the best custom builders in the market. And they acquired this franchise last year. Arthur Ruttenberg's a national home building franchise. And they've just done an amazing job building some beautiful homes up in Chatham Hills. So this is their launch model. It opens on April 2nd.
Okay.
We're hosting a cover party there featuring Twisted Pink as a beneficiary. We've got a jazz band inside, harpist outside. We've got a bourbon tasting. I've got it being catered by Eddie Merlot's.
Wow.
Christy Lee from Q95 is going to be there. Pippa Mann might make an appearance. More importantly, I'm going to be there.
That's right. Main model here.
So a couple things I'd love to hit on. First off, I did a little cyber stalking here.
Yeah.
You guys are
sketchy.
Yeah. So you mentioned Pippa Mann, and
Yeah.
she this year her car is sponsored by Donate Life, right?
Yeah.
And you guys are involved with that also.
We are. Yeah.
Yeah. What's that partnership look like?
Well, I met Pippa through her relationship with Susan G. Komen.
Okay.
And I've been a supporter of her race team from the beginning. Not so much for the exposure of the company, just from what she stands for.
Sure.
And what I know she uses the funds for. They don't all go to racing. But she's just an amazing person in what she does for Donate Life Indiana and what she's done for breast cancer research. So, I've just stuck by her side, and she's handy to have around. She's got a whippy British personality that sometimes kicks me into shape.
Yeah, she's pretty fun.
She's kind of my across the pond accountability partner in life sometimes. And I get my logo on her car for that. So
there you go. So now let's get to the really important stuff.
Yeah.
Okay? Bourbon. Okay,
Right.
I'm a bourbon guy. For those of you that don't know, I love bourbon, and you're going to be raffling off a couple of things that are near and dear to my heart.
Right.
Which is Uncle Pat, old Pappy. So why don't you talk about that a little bit?
Well, Mike Clayton from Kentucky, and probably one of the most savvy guys in the industry, routinely does bourbon tastings. And Mike is amazing in being able to talk to you about it all the way from ground to table as far as how the bourbon's made. So Mike will be there with multiple bourbons. And the guy is just an encyclopedia. So if you want to know a little bit about bourbon, what makes a bourbon a bourbon, Mike's the guy. We'll have a number of bourbons there. It's a true bourbon tasting. He can geek you out on bourbon knowledge. I donated a couple bottles of Pappy out of my personal collection, which I keep in my basement with my 4 pit bulls and an armored car parked in front of my house.
Right. It's good that you threw that in there, because I was thinking,
So from my personal collection, we're donating those away. For every $100 you enter in, for every $100 you donate to Twisted Pink, you get your name in a raffle.
Perfect.
We're giving away 2 bottles of Pappy and a wine gift basket from Eddie Merlot's. So, please donate. $100 helps. I'm telling you, it really does with Twisted Pink. It all goes to research. It all goes to improving the lives of those with it. So a lot of people come to you and ask you for a donation, but I'm telling you, it counts.
Yeah, that sounds great. Well, I definitely will be buying one and maybe more raffle tickets.
Here we
for
go.
that.
Right. So, I might be able to rig something. I'm joking. Just kidding.
So once again, the name of your company, Oasis Outdoor Living and Landscapes.
Yep.
And how will you guys have a Facebook page? You have a web page? How would people get in contact?
Yeah, Craigslist is where we're at. I'm just kidding.
Under the personal section?
Right, back page. It's on the back page. No, you can find us at myoasisoutdoor.com, myoasisoutdoor.com, or 317-485-6514. We're currently booking out into late August, September. So if you want something done, give us a jingle, because we're busier than a one-arm paper hanger.
Are you limited to certain areas, or?
We really are. I mean, when you throw guys in a gas guzzling F-450, you start to lose money when you go from Fishers to Greenwood.
Right.
We try to stay kind of from central Indianapolis north, so I'd say Greenfield, Pendleton, around over to Zionsville, Westfield on that north side sector is about where we stay.
Yeah, you kind of what I call the corridor. I start downtown and I go Michigan Road and up and out. So
and I will tell you, if you live outside of my service range, if you live in Avon, Greenwood, give me a call. I've got a lot of great friends of mine. Wesley with Wesley's Landscape, Brian Franco with Franco Landscape, guys that are in those markets that can help you out. I mean, we're friends with other owners, and I'm happy to refer somebody.
Yeah, that's really respectful for you to say that, because and respectable for you to say that, because one thing I always joke, and Pamela I talk about, you can swing a dead cat in any direction and hit 10 mortgage people. You can hit 10 10 realtors. But there's enough business to go around for everybody.
Oh, yeah.
And what we always want is we want to try to bring those people that are in our industries up to a certain standard, so that we're
Yeah.
all working to a certain standard. And I really find that refreshing that you were able to just throw those guys out there like that. So I appreciate that.
Yeah, you know, you can't be all things to all people, and we're better together than we are individually.
Yeah,
so
that's
we stick together.
That's great. Well, not just because of the bourbon, but I think, Rob, you and I are going to become fast friends. I really appreciate you joining us today.
No problem.
Yes, thank you so much. Sorry about my voice. I've had a crazy cold.
If you're wondering, Pam's been a little bit under the weather, so she usually talks a lot more than this. So,
Thank God.
but hey, guys, thanks for joining us.
Yes.
We'll be back next Thursday, 1 o'clock. We are still working on our guests for next week. We've got a couple things in the pipe, so I will.
Might see me again.
There we go. But hey, don't forget April 11th, the Haven Cover Party. We'll put a link in the comment section so that you guys can also be able to register for that. So thanks a lot, and we'll see you next week.
See you guys. Thanks.
See ya.